How's it going, guys? It's Campy here. Today we're gonna get this Ninja 300 naked. I'm gonna remove the rear seat, side cover, front seat, seat cover, lower fairing, inner fairing, side fairing, middle fairing, and deposit. Fast forward to the minutes above for the part that you would like to remove. From the left side of the motorcycle, insert the key, turn it clockwise, and at the same time pull out the seat and slide it forward. If you want to install it back, insert these two tabs into these two slots and press on the front. That's how you remove and install the rear seat on the Ninja 300. To remove the side cover, we're gonna use a 4mm Allen wrench to remove this bolt. And then we're gonna pull outward straight of the side cover to release the two projections here and two projections here out of the grommets. To do so, you can put your hands underneath and then being really careful, just pull out. Sometimes the grommets will come out, so before you install them, just make sure that you put them back. When you want to install the side cover back, make sure that the four grommets are back in place and insert the four projections back into the grommets. Just let's put the cover in place first, going under the seat, and then just press slightly. Finally, just put the bolt back and tighten. To remove the front seat, first remove the side cover on both sides, then use a 5mm Allen key to remove the two bolts, one on each side, that are underneath the seat. Then you're gonna pull back and lift, and that's how you remove it. To put it back, we're gonna insert these two tabs into these two slots, and then we're gonna slide the seat forward. There you go. Then just put those two bolts back, and we're gonna tighten between 3.4 and 4.9 Newton per meter. To remove the seat covers, you're gonna have to remove the front seat and the back seat, which we have already done, and then we're gonna remove this bolt using an 8mm socket, this bolt using a 4mm Allen wrench, and these two quick rivets that you will need something pointy to remove them. So we're gonna start with the 8mm bolt. Then we're gonna pull the piece outward. We have 3 projections, one here, one here, and one here. So we just have to be really careful. One, 2, and 3. And that's how you remove the seat cover. To install it back, align the 3 projections with the 3 grommets. Make sure that this goes underneath the black piece and this was on top. Reset the quick rivets like this and this. And press, put it like that and press. And then we're gonna install this one. And finally this one here. To remove the lower fairing, we need to remove these 2 quick rivets, one here, one underneath, 2 bolts using a 4mm Allen key, and 1 bolt here using the 5mm Allen key. Then just pull, be careful of these tabs, one here and one here. To install the lower fairing, make sure that these 2 tabs are on the top and this one goes on front. So we're gonna start by inserting this tab in the slot, and then we will move it with just this piece. Once it's adjusted, we just have to bend the lower fairing a little bit to insert the tab into the slot. We're gonna place the quick rivets. Gonna place all of them, and we will tie them. These 2 bolts don't need to be really tight, it can just be hand tight. To remove the inner fairing, we need to remove these 2 bolts using a 10mm socket. And then we have 7 quick rivets, one here, one here, one up here, and one in the front, and another 3 on the other side. For this quick rivet, you just have to push and pull. So we're gonna do that for the other 6. We have removed the 7 quick rivets. We have 1. And the other one. Okay, after removing the 2 bolts, you can just pull and free the tabs. And it comes right out. To install the inner fairing, we need to place it inside, connect the 6 quick rivets, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then the one on the top, and the 2 bolts that are connected around the radiator. So let's see how we can do it. To remove the upper fairing, we need to remove this screw and this ball up here using a 4mm Allen wrench. We're gonna start with the top one. Then you're gonna pull down to free this area, and we have 3 projections that are inside of grommets. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, and then another one up here that it will go up. So we're gonna start by pulling here. Just being careful, and now just lift it to free this ribs. To restore the upper fairing, we're gonna start with the top side, making sure that the projector goes inside of the groomer. And the tab is gonna go there. We will put the screw back in its place. And then the upper bolt. Just make sure that this goes there. To remove the middle fairing, we have to remove this quick rivet, this ball using a 10mm socket, this ball using a 5mm Allen key, this ball using an 8mm socket, and up here under the lights, this ball using a 4mm Allen key. We're gonna start with a quick rivet just by pushing and, like always, pulling. Continue with the sockets. The 8mm, socket. Now I'm gonna take this. Right, and then the last one using the 5mm Allen key. Now we're gonna pull to get these 4 tabs out of the slot, and once it's out, just be careful. Disconnect the cable. And that's it. To install the middle fairing, first we need to connect the turn light. Then make sure that this part goes on top of the black side and this goes into the grommet. I will start by putting this inside and then proceed with these 2. Now we go to the front, and now we have it ready. Have the quick rivet that it goes on the top. So just place it and then push. That way it doesn't move. Then we have the 4mm Allen key that it goes underneath. Now we have the M6 bolt that goes on top. Another M6 with an Allen key that it goes on the back. And then the M5 with the 8mm socket that it goes on the bottom. I'm just gonna adjust it without tightening completely so I can make adjustments to make sure that it's properly aligned. Alright, for the 2 bolts that are M6, the torque should be between 5.9 to 7.8. I'm just gonna torque it to around 6. For the bottom one, the torque will be between 3.9 and 4.8. I'm gonna go to the 3.9, so we have our torque wrench set up to 3.9, and we're gonna tighten it. I'm not gonna talk into specifications because it's damaging the paint already, but it should be tight enough. So this is how you install the middle fairing. We're gonna proceed now to remove the deposit. We have removed the lower fairing, middle fairing, upper fairing, inner fairing, and now we're gonna start with the deposit. For that, we wanna make sure that the switch is off, and we're gonna proceed to disconnect the battery. All right. We're just gonna disconnect it, make sure that it's not touching. We just get them over here. All right. After disconnecting the battery, we are gonna empty the deposit. In this case, my deposit is full, so we're gonna use this to empty it as much as possible. Make sure that you are in a well ventilated area. All right. So after the deposit is empty, we're gonna proceed to remove it. Using a 10mm socket, we're gonna remove these two bolts right here. And you wanna make sure that you take the metallic washer with you. There you go. After removing the two bolts, we're gonna disconnect this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move the deposit and place it here. So we're gonna disconnect this one. There you go. And now this one, we're just gonna get it out. So we have enough room to move it. There you go. Then we need to come here and disconnect this one and the one from here. To install the deposit, we're gonna start putting these two things here. Making sure that these two flaps are over. There you go. If you have the motorcycle on the paddle stand, make sure that you hold it either by braking or just holding this and push at the same time. Then we're gonna reroute the hoses. Go, and this one goes here. There you go.
And then on this side, we're gonna connect this. We're gonna use a rag to clean the little bit of gas that it was spilled. All right, and then we're gonna connect this guy. Always checking, making sure that everything is tight and it's not gonna come out. Once the deposit is in its place and everything is connected, we're just gonna place these 2 bolts in place. Put the washer first, and then we will tie this by hand. Right. Once the deposit is in place, the bolts are not tied yet. We're gonna connect the battery back, and we're gonna start up the motorcycle to make sure that everything is still working. There you go. After checking that the motorcycle starts, we are gonna proceed tighten the 2 bolts. These bolts are metric 6, so the torque should be between 5.9 and 7.8 Newton meter. Here we have the torque range already set up to 7.3. We're just gonna go with something in between. Here is the 2017 Ninja 300 naked. Leave your comment below, ride safe, and see you on the road.